So with these systems here, I've got a VM on each node, VM1 on node 1, VM2 on node 2, and exactly the same principle. I can VNC to that VM. I can let me log into it. What I'm going to do is effectively track the pool disk. So as if it's had a RAID controller failure, a double disk failure in a RAID set, multiple drive critical storage failure is how I would phrase it. What I'm going to do to be able to do that, and again, because VMI doesn't block me, where a RAID controller does, what I'm going to do is literally just rip away that SAN disk, that storage disk that I'm using here, okay? So I'm going to OK that. We'll rip that disk away, and we'll see that what we have within the technology is what I would describe as a storage failed mechanism. So effectively, after I/O failures, I/O timeouts to the storage, pop, completed. When I come here and we refresh, what we'll see is those VMs try and read and write to that disk. Another page refresh. There we go. Unsynchronized storage failed. If I come to the existing node, and we can see that that pool is now offline. We've effectively had that critical RAID controller failure, that critical storage failure within that system. So if I have a look at the disks, synchronized storage failed. All of the alerts coming out to you to notify you that that has happened. Again, software protecting you because hardware does fail. Turns out when you put it in a kitchen with hot fryers and everything else, and it's sucking in muck and who knows what. And therefore, under my virtual machines, well, hang on a minute, everything's great. Everything's gravy. My VM2 is still running. I can still type away and touch temp mark. I can still write a file. I can still do all of my good stuff because effectively what's happening is node 2 has had the issue that it's proxying its I/O to the surviving node. So yes, it notifies you, but it is a completely non-disruptive failure scenario to those virtual machines. So again, an edge environment, you then hardware vendor ships a new disk out, replace those drives, recover that RAID volume, and you can then, you'll see here on the volumes themselves, if I come to storage, do what we describe as an attempt recovery, where it then does that full resync and brings it back into that highly available state. So a critical storage failure fully handled as well.